Looks like we're starting to dwindle down on the unchallenged cars on the C1. I didn't even check to see how much money we won so far. All right. Just to go backtrack on a few topics. I mean, racing season's in full swing. I don't know if you guys watch any of, say, let's go into Formula One. You know, that's a hot, boring topic of the season, I guess, considering. But yeah, I mean, you know, what do you guys feel about it, especially this season? Just not even in the I guess even with the top runners in consideration, I guess since we all pretty much know what's gonna be the result of each race. I mean, how do you feel about that? And we went through that with Red Bull for like, you know, X amount of seasons of being so dominant, and with Mercedes this year, you know, it's oh no. You know, what's your take on it? I mean, I share the popular opinion of it being boring because nobody's really racing to the max these days. I mean, everybody's gonna be just mindful of tires, you know, essentially. And whereas this past weekend, we just had the 24-hour of Le Mans in France at Circuit de la Sarthe. And you know, it's even when you have, you know, past and or present Formula One drivers having more fun in that form of racing than they do during their day job. I mean, you know, it's one of those things where a lot of people really feel like things need to change drastically in Formula One, and just to make it interesting again. You know, I mean, for me, it has kind of been on a decline, especially since with all the new regulations and, you know, I mean, with the frequency of regulation changes, I guess that's what really kills it. They can't just make up their mind or just compromise on something and let it work for a few years. Wow. You know, it's back in the day. I mean, I really got into full swing with the you know, late 90s Hakkinen versus Schumacher rivalry, and that was probably one of my favorite eras. I mean, I really didn't get to live out the whole iconic era of, you know, Senna and all those, but you know, I have seen the races and or documentaries. One is a really good Formula One documentary. If you haven't seen it, especially if you're a big fan, I suggest you go see it. It does cover a long history of Formula One. It's not just based on, you know, like the Senna documentary is just essentially, you know, circled around Senna, and then obviously you have Rush the movie, which was the James Hunt and Niki Lauda rivalry. But if you get a chance to see one, definitely, it's got it'll definitely kind of tune you in. I mean, it's even got like the footage, I believe, of it was Niki's accident when, you know, you see him kind of burning up, and it's pretty intense, you know. But it does take you back to, you know, a long history of Formula One, which is great. But you know, getting back into, you know, this particular era, especially with next year and how they're gonna be bringing was it next year they're bringing back refueling. I mean, I don't really know how I feel about that if they can't compromise on, you know, other aspects where it would make it more interesting. Great, you know, now you have another strategy to call on, not just your tire strategy, but now you're doing, you know, fuel stops, I guess. You know, is that really gonna play a big role into how people are gonna race each other? I don't know. Maybe not. You're gonna go back into the, you know, early 2000s where, you know, half of the field are gonna run at, you know, half capacity just to save on weight and just make it a two-stop strategy, you know, and take it from there. It might help out on the tire strategy as well, but you know, we'll see how it goes. But until you kind of have like that no holds barred kind of racing again, I don't know. I think at this point I'll just kind of tune to the highlights, or just wait for the highlight reel. Come on, guy. But yeah, I'll probably just tune into the highlight reel. I mean, I don't really even know. I think the next race is Austria, Red Bull Ring, this weekend. Quite possibly. I should shift. And if I recall, they actually took a break from racing there for a few years, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, I guess. Oh no. I'm just getting really sloppy. See all this talk about Formula One, and it's making me sloppy in Tokyo. Oh man. But yeah, you know, congratulations to Porsche for winning Le Mans. What was it, a 1-2? And it wasn't even their season car. It was their third car for that race. I believe it was. Yeah. Mark Webber. Love you, guy, but maybe next time. I think he came in, his car came in second at the 24-hour. But I mean, well fought, definitely. I mean, last year they did have a lot of problems. I mean, even leading up to it, his side of the team really haven't been on the plus side, although they've been performing quite well. And Nico Hulkenberg, yeah, gets that'll probably be the highlight of his season. Oh, all right, a Wanderer, Rico-chan, option 2, Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, I mean, that's gonna be the highlight of his year. He's gonna go back to his day job at Force India, knowing that he just had this phenomenal drive at the 24-hour, and then he's gonna have to go back to Formula One and just being so, man, he's like, see, again, it's one of those, this is that guy who just really pisses you off in this race. He just wants to run you off the road. All right. Alright, whatever. I gained a couple of feet on you. Oh no. Yeah, but you also have to give it to Force India. I mean, they've had their own ups and downs, and they're still very optimistic about their program, which I give them that. Vijay Mallya, I don't know how he's surviving at this point to fund the team. But hey, they're making it work, and at times they're giving a show, you know. Let's see if I can just hold this guy off long enough. Wrong button. I meant to downshift, not look behind me. Yes, slam that guy. He's still here. He's still here. Alright, cool. Alright. But yeah, you know, how about that McLaren team? Man. I mean, I don't know. They're still in the infancy of their development, I guess, especially with their new partnership with Honda and Honda coming back to Formula One. They're just, I don't know. If it's anything that I've learned from McLaren in the past, is they've made bad performances look spectacular. you know, they've had their own runs of really bad races, if not seasons. So I can't really, at this point, I can't really say much about them anymore. They're always going to have a problem, no matter what. I mean, Fernando Alonso, I give him credit for trying to keep his head up after leaving Ferrari, but you know, it's one of those toss-ups where who would have, you know, you never would have known, and who knows if him staying in the team would have garnered that better car for the season for Ferrari. You know, could it have been, you know, Vettel coming into the team, or could it have been just the whole staff change that they had? We'll never know. I mean, he's definitely not a slouch, Alonso. I mean, he's had his run of great races in a great race car in the past, you know, especially back in the Renault days with Flavio Briatore. So 2005, 2006 season. Shit, even Ralf Schumacher was doing great that season. The other Schumacher, right? Let's see if we can get it. Overtake him. But we'll see. I mean, again, it's still the first half of the 2015 Formula 1 season. I had to check the fucking year. Ain't that some? I'm just so out of it. I really just had to check the corner of my screen what year it was. But yeah, I mean, it's still the first half of the year. Well, we'll see how far everybody's in-season development goes, and you know, take it from there. We do have a couple of gnarly tracks coming up. I haven't even checked the schedule. Do we have Russia this season? Yeah, right? I don't know. Mexico's coming. Is it next season? Coming back. Oh, that was quick. Oh no, I'm being challenged by the boss. The boss, that's not Ricky Ross. Oh yeah, and especially after the after Le Mans, how was that? How was Michelin? You guys are just on a roll. You're calling out was it Pirelli and Formula One putting a bid for 2017 tire supply, 17-inch rims, 17 or 18. I mean, I'd like to see that on a Formula One car, to be quite honest. See how it goes, you know, performance-wise. Oh, I should shift and not get too hung up on Formula One and size wheels they have. Oh man. Insert Fast and the Furious clip here, you know, Ja Rule. But I mean, I would like to see Michelin come back to Formula One. They definitely, you know, they've dumped enough money into their R&D to run all the tires that they fuck again. God damn it. Fuck you, Michelin, for making me lose this race. Actually, let me go back to the garage. I lost one. I do have a new car available, the Starlet, the Galanza. Oh, it's that option 2 guy. Cool. EP91. Cool.